Welcome to Davra Gaming. Join me on this review as we explore, learn, and have a great time together. Now, let's dive right in. Flintlock, Dawn of the Siege is an ambitious open-world RPG that introduces a thrilling blend of exploration, combat, and lore-driven storytelling in a fantastical world on the brink of collapse. Set in a universe where magic and technology collide, this game invites players to step into the boots of Noor, a skilled and determined female protagonist who embarks on an epic journey to stop the forces of destruction from overwhelming her world. Story and setting. At the heart of Flintlock, Dawn of the Siege is a gripping narrative that mixes themes of survival, rebellion, and discovery. The story unfolds in a world where gods and mortals are locked in an eternal struggle, and ancient powers threaten to tear the fabric of reality apart. Noor is a member of a resistance group battling against the encroaching chaos that threatens her homeland. The game's plot revolves around her quest to uncover the origins of the mysterious siege, a devastating force that has unleashed hordes of underlike creatures, monsters, and deadly insects across the land. While a small fox god are allies, others stand in opposition, adding layers of moral complexity to the narrative. Noor's journey is not just about saving her world, but also about navigating the blurred lines between power, fate, and free will. Open-world exploration. Flintlock's world is breathtakingly diverse and expansive. From snow-capped mountain peaks to sun-bleached deserts and dense, shadowy caves, the game offers a vast and visually stunning landscape that begs to be explored. The environments are full of life, offering a sense of awe at every turn. Whether you're trekking through the icy tundra or hiking in the desert, each biome feels distinct and alive with hidden secrets, dangers, and lore to uncover. There's always something to discover, from ancient ruins to towering, hostile monsters lurking in the shadows. Combat and mechanics. Flintlock combines fluid, action-oriented combat with RPG mechanics. The combat system strikes a balance between strategic planning and fast-paced, visceral action. Noor's primary weapon is an axe, a unique combination of an axe and firearm, which offers a variety of combat options, from ranged attacks to melee combos. Players can customize her abilities through a robust skill tree, choosing between different playstyles such as elemental magic, ranged shooting, or brute strength. In addition to the axe, Noor can call upon the help of Enki during combat, unlocking powerful, godlike abilities that can turn the tide of battle. This divine intervention mechanic adds a unique layer to the combat system, encouraging players to experiment with different combinations of weapons, magic, and divine powers. The game also includes a crafting system where players can collect materials to upgrade their weapons and armor, enemies, and boss fights. The variety of enemies in Flintlock is one of the game's standout features. From relentless undead warriors to massive insectoid creatures and terrifyingly powerful gods, the diversity in enemy design keeps the gameplay fresh. The game's enemies are often brutal, requiring players to adapt their tactics on the fly. Combat can feel intense, especially during boss fights, which are awe-inspiring in scale and difficulty. Initially, I started playing in the normal mode, but the battles turned out to be very tough and stressful, forcing me to switch in the story mode. These encounters are cinematic in nature, often making players feel as though they're part of an epic battle for the fate of the world. Visuals and sound. The graphics in Flintlock, Dawn of the Siege, are a visual treat. The game's environments are beautifully detailed, with sweeping vistas, intricate cave systems, and striking character designs. The contrast between the harsh, icy landscapes and the warm, sun-drenched deserts creates a sense of wonder and variety. The creatures, both monstrous and divine, are brilliantly animated, giving life to the fantasy elements of the game. The sound design complements the visuals perfectly. The atmospheric music sets the tone for exploration, while the ambient sounds of the environment, from the howling wind in the mountains to the eerie silence of the desert, immerse players in the world. Combat sounds are impactful, with heavy impacts and satisfying feedback during combat. Female protagonist. Noor is a compelling protagonist whose motivations and personality shine through in the game's dialogue and cutscenes. She is strong, resourceful, and driven by a deep sense of duty to her people. The narrative doesn't rely on typical damsel in distress tropes, giving players the opportunity to experience a complex, well-rounded female lead whose arc unfolds in meaningful ways. Her relationship with Enki the god and the people she meets along the way are nuanced, and the writing excels at making her both relatable and heroic. Final thoughts. Flintlock, Dawn of the Siege delivers an exceptional RPG experience. It offers a rich, immersive world to explore, exhilarating combat, and a compelling story led by a strong female protagonist. The blend of fantasy, action, and strategy is executed with skill, and the game's world feels alive with possibilities. Though the game can sometimes feel overwhelming due to the sheer size of its world and the complexity of its systems, it rewards players who are willing to invest the time to uncover its secrets. If you're a fan of open-world RPGs with a mix of exploration, combat, and divine mythology, Flintlock, Dawn of the Siege is an adventure you won't want to miss. The journey of Noor and her battle against gods, monsters, and the undead offers an unforgettable experience that's both challenging and deeply satisfying. That concludes this review. Don't forget to share your thoughts. In the comments, leave a like if you enjoy this video and subscribe to Davra Gaming for more exciting gaming content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload and stay up to date.